And we are off. Just taking a minute for everything to load back up, and here we go. We have Edgestream going into do apologize, my stream just kind of took a hit for a second. Just be one more moment. So level 1 warp and exit. I'm going to need chat's help for a little bit for a moment because my multi-twitch just went down. So it looks like we have both Sylverfyre and Edge going in and battling a little bit of imps to make sure that now they get that next level spell. Looks like they're using Zap, which is sending them to the 4th dimension. I personally like saying that they go to the 3rd dimension because, well, it's a little bit fun. It's like going to Bed Bath Beyond. You never go to that beyond. So Edge is... Yes, my multi-twitch is back up. Thank you for that. And do give our runners a follow. They are going to be working hard, and they're going to be having a little bit of fun with this. They do stream, very active. Also, please join the Randomizer community on our Discord. We are, again, very active, very funny. Try to have a little bit of jokes and fun with everyone as we're there. I just got notification that DD may be having a little bit of problems when it comes to storm in his area, so you might have to be looking at my voice. Look, I hear DD in the background!
Yeah, I'm there. Sorry about that.
Oh, do not worry about it. I have so much pent up energy from not doing this for like 2 weeks. So, chat, what do you want to see? Where do you think the TNT, DD? Where do you think the TNT is gonna be?
I like the lazy dwarf option, but I feel like it's gonna be in Marsh Cave.
You're hoping that it trolls. Looks like we have a pretty rich seed, and we're not gonna see these runners reset because that gold early on will help with being able to buy spells. And potentially any armor. Oh, that's just mean. TNT locked by a key in Marsh.
Especially if the crown is vanilla.
Vanilla crown. Oh, you already got me cringing.
Yeah, vanilla crown and March lock TNT would be pretty much the ultimate troll to start this seed. But I'm not that mean.
Yes, no, I'm hoping for that. We'll call it the Randomizer God seed, where everything just happens fast.
I mean, give them a chance. They both use the thief.
Dude, the dream is real. I see the thief. Hey, chat, do you want to see a red pajama party? Who's here in chat is ready for the red pajamas?
I also agree that the good thief is a dead thief.
I know we were friends earlier when we were talking about we're Team Steak, but a good thief is not a dead thief. A good thief is a live red pajama thief. We already got some in chat saying that Nuke Ninja hype. By the way, chat, do throw out any questions to us if you have them. We'll be answering them as we go along. There will be time here and there where we have a little bit of free time, and you'll see a little bit of grinding. So yeah,
level 2 fade.
Oh!
And level too fast.
That means it's an early, awesome seed for these guys. Chat, which one of those spells? Which one of those spells are you most excited about to see? Maya, is it a good time to refi your mortgage? I would say at this point in time, I would believe so because the interest rates are still kind of low, and they're with the Fed announcing that they may be upping the interest rates, and with a prolonged period of time where interest rates have been low, if you're about a point or two higher than what you're paying right now, or what you could refinance at, it's a great time. Also, if you're able to cut off between a 30-year and save yourself about 5 to 10 years on a mortgage, definitely refi to the 15-year if it allows you. I'm already seeing some love in the chat. I used to be a mortgage originator.
Oh boy.
Sorry, as we go off topic, we got wicked cheap tents there, so we're going to see a lot of save strats. Who wins in a fight, Rurus or Tyros? I will say Rurus because I'm team dog.
Yeah, and I'm gonna agree since I'm team steak, so...
If I get long-term payments and I need cash now, who should you call? I believe it's JG Wentworth. We're not sponsored by JG Wentworth though, folks. Looks like we're going to see what the... No, we're not going to have a north check to Matoya's Cave.
Nothing good in level 3 black magic shop.
Well, Fire 2 can kind of help out for when they're facing, if they need to do a grind against the mummies, but really not too much on the side. You got Cure 4 and Harm 4 in the level 3 white magic, so that's a huge catch.
Yeah. And if the red mage can learn Arm 4, it makes Fire 2 pretty much useless. Life, Heal 3 and Inf 2 at level 4. And Temper.
I think they're going to skip Temper for now, just because they do already have Fast.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. Looks like Sylverfyre is going to see what Matoya is hiding.
And we no longer have the dream of a ninja with nuke because it is not in the top 4 levels for black magic.
Oh, and TNT and Matoya Cave.
Ooh, that's not going to pay off. Paid off for Silver, but it's going to be very interesting for Edge because he might not check there right now.
I think this is where he is going right now. He just checked the dwarf cave first.
And did the quick reset, so he's going north. So what do you think the next progression item is going to be, D-Day?
I like early crown seed, but I feel like it's gonna be the floater.
The floater's the dream. Artea, that's just another evil thing. Put something in Marsh Cave, because you know the runners will avoid Marsh at every opportunity.
Yeah, they will probably always go Ice Cave and Ordeals before going to Marsh Cave if they don't need to. I mean, the only reason to go to Marsh Cave is the TNT if you cannot find it sooner.
Minochi, the real question is, where would the crown be in the Sea Shrine? Right now, this is the winner's bracket, and is it match 3 or match 2? I do apologize.
I think this is match 2 between them.
Okay, and for those who are wondering, this is a round 2, and I'll be covering what the round 2 guidelines are. If we see Castle Ordeals, where I think the crown may be hidden, which would be my dream, we're going to see the teleporter shuffled. RNG tables are also shuffled, so what that means is no more doing RNG manipulation when it comes down to Temple of Fiends Revisited. Skills and spells are shuffled. Magic shops are shuffled. Status attacks are shuffled as well. Prices are between 42 and 240%. Enemy stats are between 71 and 140%. XP and gold are 5 times and 500. All in all, you level faster, you get cash faster. Enemies hit a little bit harder and possibly are a little bit weaker. And prices are cheaper and possibly a lot more expensive. We have our Rurus!
And we have Wall and Ice 3 at level 5.
Ice 3 is a nice pickup right there because that will help against those wonderful, wonderful, wonderful waters. As well as Wall, that's not something to scoff at. It will help out big time.
Ice 3 is, if they level up enough, Ice 3 is also really good against those fires. I mean, this is pretty much the best option you have as far as black magic go if you cannot find nuke. Also, you said the dream would be the crown in Ordeals. I think the dream would be the floater in Ordeals.
Ooh, that would just be cruel, but fun at the same time. So with this, we see both of them with a black belt. Do you think we're gonna see some solo black belt leveling and just have them power level it and go through and one-shot all the fiends?
I feel like this is what I would do. But I'm not Team Thief, so I would just kill the Thief, and since they got some good spells, but nothing crazy right now, so the mages are not gonna be as useful as a level 42 black belt.
R.I.P.I.P. the Thief. He's down. Edge, you monster. Edgeworth, you can't hear this because you're running, but you're a monster. You let the Thief die.
Don't worry, Edgeworth, I'm with you on this.
Thief class, best class. We have expensive houses. That's going to cause our runners to not being able to, after they do their level grinding, it will be fine. And we're still looking for the pro ring. Cure 3, Life 2. Life 2 cheap, Cure 3 expensive.
Lit 3 and Fire 3 both at level 6.
This is a free early magic seed. We're just looking for nuke and it's going to be golden.
I'd say nuke and warp if they need to do ice cave and ordeals. Unless they got it and I just missed it.
I don't remember seeing nuke. But no, warp will definitely help out in the long run when they go to ice cave, as it allows them to catch all 3 chests. And then if they want to grind on the eye, it'll allow them to grind on the eye a little bit easier.
Yeah, and if with the random pillars, an ordeal warp is really helpful too. Especially if they use the warp strat. Maybe warp was level 1. I kind of missed the start of this race. Yeah, okay, it is. I just saw it.
Yeah, no, sorry. They have warp and exit. That was both level 1.
Yeah, power decided to go off as soon as the race started, so when I came back they were getting the ship.
Do not worry about it. I had a little bit of a heart attack on my side, but I knew you had my back. I knew you'd come to help me out. So we're good, DD.
Always glad to help.
Looks like we're getting some searching for the Peats out here. They're pretty darn good when it comes to XP. They're typically called the EXPs. We do seem to have edge going for the 3 team party members. Gonna leave the ninja down, or the thief down. Well, Edge, that's a great question, Edge Figaro. Don't you live at the Crescent Lake? They do, but with the RNG table being completely shuffled, we can no longer kind of predict who's going to be where. And looks like he's trying to bring back the thief. Hopefully, he moves it around because maybe his party will be a little bit better. Not better, but allow the thief to live a little bit longer. So now we have Edge off to Volcano. Chat, what do you think is going to be in Volcano? What do you think we're going to find? The floater here, tail, or is it going to come up with goose egg? Chylesia going with nothing. What about you, DD? Anything in here, or do you think it's going to come goose egg?
It's not a progression item, but I'm gonna go with 1 ribbon and the mass mune. I might be completely off, but here comes the mass mune. So right now I'm 1 out of 2. Oh, and the slab.
Oh, what? Really? Now they're just looking for floater and crown. Mass Moon early. That's going to be a big thing. We're going to see that ninja. We're going to see that thief turn to a ninja and that ninja stay alive. And this is definitely where if they used a fighter, the fighter would come in handy. Maya, don't you put that on them. Don't you put that crack for red gargoyles.
Sylverfyre about to find a slab. And the mass mune.
He's going to be very happy about that. If you were running this seed and you saw the early mass moon and the early slab, what would be going through your mind?
Well, first of all, that the thief finally became useful. But secondly, I would probably head to Sea Shrine as soon as I got the floater, making a stop to Waterfall Cave, and heading to Sky Castle afterward. I mean, if I have the possibility, I always try to keep Earth Cave for last.
No, definitely. Earth Cave can kind of be a pain, and I agree with the strategy of go to the Earth Cave last because, let's be honest, it's a little bit easier to clear that out, and by the time that you're that high of a level, with having have cleared out and gotten all the chests, exhausted all of your options with Sea Shrine, Floating Castle, and Tower, there's not much left that you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly. And the chests are so far apart in Earth Cave, this is not even fun to look at them.
No, and I'm all for going to visit my girls, the mermaids, the miladies. They haven't given me their number yet. No matter how many times I try to talk to them, have fun with them, they still won't give me their number. I'm kind of sad.
And a pack of VX speed for Sylverfyre. They seem to have rolled pretty high HPs.
Alicia, that's not cool that they gave you your number. I'm rooting for more Tyro steaks. So this is bringing up a great question that Chad is talking about. Early Mass Moon, this party makeup. Who are you putting it on? Are you putting it on the Red Wizard, who already has some powerful spells, or are you going to put it on the Thief, who is relatively lacking when it comes to hit ability?
Oh, if I have a Thief in my party and I get to find a Mass Mune, I'm gonna put it on him pretty much no matter what. Because if I have a fighter, he can have other good swords. The black belt can punch pretty hard, and the mages got their spells, so the thief got nothing unless you can find a mass mule. Or the tail.
Thief down. Thief down. Pour one out. Kirk, we hardly knew you. I'm definitely team anytime I can bring a fighter along with me, bring the fighter along with me because he's a tank. I'll be honest, the fighter is a tank. He'll take everything on the chin and just ask for more. Ask for seconds. And at this pace, definitely with how easy the volcano has been, and it looks like the Agamas are not too hard to grind on, I would definitely be doing what Edge looks like he's doing, which is killing off the rest of his party members and going to grind that black belt up high.
I think this is what he's going to do too. This really looks like it.
And going dangerous right now.
And Edge is not the guy who would make some stupid mistake like forgetting to heal someone he did not plan to kill beforehand. And the black shirt for Edge.
Black shirt is going to pay off where you can put it on a non-magic caster, such as, the black belt, or put it on the thief. That way, if you do encounter some waters, it's going to help out.
Yeah, especially since the white mage already has Fade. You don't really need something like that.
Yeah, it's looked like I found my black shirt from my little goth days back in high school.
And the white shirt, both shirts were in Volcano. Ooh, Agama got cremate. This is gonna make the grinding a little more intense.
So Agamas with cremate. What do you think? Would you skip going to the Agamas and would you just go to the Eye to try and level?
Considering they still don't have the floater, that's probably what I would do. I would rush to Ice Cave to find the floater and just use this opportunity to grind on the Eye.
No, and hopefully the Eyes end up having a little bit less, not as nasty. And the other thing is their spell scripts are shuffled and their statuses are shuffled, so we don't know what will happen. But I agree with you. Go to the Eye, grind through that.
Well, especially with no ribbons at all, I feel like trying to grind on Agamas that start the fight with cremate is pretty risky.
If they can get it early and if he can keep his black belt up high enough, then the cremate shouldn't be too bad. As just seeing taking 68 damage. But my only problem would be is if that black belt takes a couple shots on the chin. Not fun. Files, no one has caught that yet. I will admit, I have not seen much of these Star Trek universe names.
Well, I don't know Star Trek enough to notice that. So I'm gonna let it slide.
There we go, we let it slide.
And Sylverfyre decide not to grind on Agamas. I mean, if I found the floater in the volcano, I would probably try to grind anyway. But as things are right now, I think I would try to grind the Eye instead.
I think that's what we're going to be seeing Sylverfyre do, as he kind of just foregone going to the Agama grinding spot. Or maybe he's going to be checking out what the Red Dragon has to offer and see if it's a little bit easier, not as, we'll say, intimidating.
Yeah, or he's just gonna open everything, maybe kill Carrie and go back, but I don't think this is a pretty good strategy.
And looks like we've hit the point that damage, that the black belt's going to be doing so much damage that the Agama stand no shot. All right, chat. Here comes one of my favorite moments of every time, and as well as DD. What level do you think we're going to have Edge stop leveling his black belt at?
Yeah. since this is a pretty relatively easy seed, there's no like 300% stat on any monster. I feel like level 30 would be plenty enough.
We got 32, we got 29. Sorry for cutting you off with my Chewbacca impression. We got a 50.
I think 50 would be just overkill.
50 would be hilarious, but it's not like no one did that against me. Not calling you out, Minochi. I'm just saying, a level 50 black belt's a little overpowered. It definitely looks like Sylverfyre is going to go see Carrie. And what do we see? What do you think we're going to see from Carrie?
I'm gonna go with the same thing that happened last night for me, and Carrie is gonna have poison. I mean,
Carrie?
I didn't see it, but Purity got to see it. He went through, but I've been lucky. I noticed by watching the VOD and listening to the interviews afterward that Carrie had poison.
Looks like Carrie hits like a truck and it's got a pretty decent defense. So this is going to be interesting. And definitely would not like to see poison.
Yeah, that's a pretty beefy Carrie. He had like what, 750 HP?
About that, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like he's going back in. Are we going to see the Agama grind, or are we going to see another grind? We might see a red dragon. We might see the red dragon grind.
Yeah, it's starting to look like this.
Which wouldn't surprise me, because that would be pretty cool and interesting to see. I can't remember a time that we saw the red dragon grind, because it's looking like the red dragon rolled low health. Yeah, Worf is going ham.
So since they still don't have any, how many ribbons do you think they'll get before Temple of Fiend?
I'm going to say 2. And I think we're going to see it on the white mage and the black belt for each one of them. And we have a grind off, ladies and gentlemen. Who do you think will peel from the grind first? Dot matrix printer is printing. That's an old school one. I'm hearing that sound in the back of my head, Maya. What level is Worf at? Are we gonna see level 34? That's a heavy hit in black belt.
Seems like he's planning to grind around like 42.
Which definitely can understand getting up to that high. I believe the true incentive stops around 32, but with this level, it's going to be interesting because he's probably going to be able to one-shot most everything coming up.
As Zalnab said, I feel like he's going to 42. I probably wouldn't level up that high, considering they've got pretty much no key item and still a lot to do. But hey, that's probably why I'm out of this tournament.
I'm the exact same way. I grinded up to a certain level and then I just beast out, ran away. And I ended up getting toasted on my matchups. But it looks like we have both of them going up to level 42, it seems. Worf at 38. Hopefully he doesn't run out of heal potions. I didn't see how many he has left, but I know that's something that I encountered on my time through this. And they're both at the point where they're one-shotting the Red Dragon and the Agamas.
I just realized that Red Dragon got fast and slow.
Fast and slow. Wow, this is don't want to say an easier one, but with the Red Dragon spell being nothing too crazy.
I mean, till now I saw fast, slow, and extra, so nothing crazy. And by the time he cast fast on himself, Sylverfyre have plenty enough time to kill him.
Looks like we got some Star Trek stuff going on in the chat with red shirts, blue shirts, yellow shirts, orange shirts. All I know is that if you're a red shirt, you die fast. Is that correct, chat? And we got Edge peeling off the grind. I think that's a smart move on Edge's part because they are going to have a lot of forced encounters and a lot of unrunnable encounters. So what that means is they're going to have to be killing some things, and they got some levels left. And if you can save yourself 5 to 7 encounters, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So by the way, as we have a kind of little bit of a lull in the leveling, do give our runners a follow. They are busting their tails. We got do give our runners a follow. They are busting their tails. They do stream a lot, have a lot of bit of fun. They put a lot of work into these games as well as other randomizers and other games. So do give them a shout out as well as give Randomizer Mania a follow because we will be using Randomizer Mania. Definitely big thank you to them for allowing us, as well as give my boy DD Games a follow as well. Everyone said hi, Carrie, and bye, Carrie.
So, if you're Edgeworth right now, where are you going?
If I'm Edgeworth, I would be going to Ice Cave. That's just the smart move at that point. It's the next best option because there's so many chests available. Where do I want to see him go? I want to see Castle of Ordeals. I love Castle of Ordeals. I love going through there, especially with the randomized teleporters. It would be so much fun. Retro Omega, if you can't wait to try it, Final Fantasy Randomizer, definitely do join our Discord. We do have a chat room just specifically for newbies who are asking questions. Very active and helpful community. We will always answer questions. And we do have, there is something out there that we can help out a little bit with making the vanilla game a little bit easier to run, where you can use some of the, we'll call it hot fixes or game modes that help, make the game a little bit faster instead of having to dump a bunch of time into it.
Yeah, such as the run button and the buy 10 option.
Exactly, as well as you can increase the sliders for experience and gold. That way you don't have to grind through as much. There we go, Files. I couldn't get the word out. My brain's still in La La Land. And by La La Land, it's over in Shy. It's over hanging out with Shy in Germany. Run button, worst button, Joey. Salt of the earth. Run button, best button. Maya, all I'm going to say is everyone at work was disappointed I did not wear my lederhosens to work today. I'm going to say lederhosens, I was killing them. I rocked those babies when I was in Germany.
Seems like Sylverfyre is done grinding. So, if you're Sylverfyre, you know you're playing against Edgeworth. Do you try to gamble? I mean, I would, but if you were him, would you? Because I never got to beat Edgeworth in one race, but I feel like the only way I could beat him was with an insane gamble that turned out to pay off.
I admit I lack when it comes to the skills of the randomizer, so I'm team gamble when it comes to this, because, well, let's be honest here, doing that gamble, taking that shot could very well pay off, and if it was, say, a ordeals gamble...
And the floater is an ice cave. Sorry to cut you off.
And Justin Timberlake may have brought sexy back, but I'm going to bring lederhosens back, chat. That's all I'm saying. So when you see people walking around the street in leather lederhosens, you know your boy did that. And we got an almost vanilla floater, which is going to be cool.
Yeah.
So would you full clear the rest of Ice Cave just to check what's in here, or would you just exit out?
Considering they still don't have the crown, I would not take any chance. Since he's already there, I think the good option is to check everything. It would be really bad to just go out, check everything else, and realize later that the crown was in Ice Cave all along.
No, definitely, I hear you. And French vanilla floater is good, but I would actually say it's the Beyonce floater. It's to the left, to the left, to the left.
Yeah, I feel you, Shy. This is the worst. And a ribbon. This is the other reason why I would check everything. They had no ribbon, they still need the crown, so I think the best option is to look everywhere.
No, definitely. The ribbon will pay off in the long run, as it will help kind of just making things a lot easier for them. And we're going to see exit out. Maya, I return to Germany hopefully next year for another time of Oktoberfest. The beer is delicious. The schnitzel, fantastic. As well as the brats, they're wonderful. So now where would you be going, DD? Would you be hitting the Sea Shrine to see what's there, or would you be going elsewhere?
Well, first of all, I would, just like Edgeworth does, I would get the rod to make sure I don't forget it. I would look what's in the Titan's closet and head towards the islands. And while I'm up there, I would probably head to Sea Shrine afterward. Peeking into all those free chests. And there was only junk in the Titan's closet. Edgeworth going to translate the slab.
I wish I could learn other languages just as fast as they just did.
Yeah, so do I. Commentating those races would be easier.
I was going to say talking to women over in Germany would have been a lot easier. Hello.
Well, I've never been to Germany, so...
Okay, well, let me put it this way. Hanging out with people up in French Canada would be a lot easier.
You don't want to hang out with them.
I got to go back to my homeland one day.
Which is?
Canada.
Okay.
I'm all about it. I got the Canadian flag in my house as well. And that is the honest truth. I have a maple leaf, the red maple leaf flag, the Canadian flag. Maya, I don't know if that's trolling me or having fun, but...
Seems like there was nothing interesting at all in the Sarzy Island.
So again, drawing up blanks on the Sarzy Islands. But hey, we get to go see, hopefully, chat, what do you think? Spam them if you got them. Let's get the hype is real for our favorite bat, the #1 bat in the game, Out of Bounds Bat.
And the bottle is gonna either be vanilla or it's gonna be in Gaia. So which one it is? Make your bets.
Looks like I was a little premature when it comes to the OBB. OOB. Very interesting to see the ice shield be dropped over there as well.
Well, I don't think either of them are going to class change, so the ice shield is pretty much just a beautiful junk.
Maya, you may hear my AC in the background. I do apologize if it is a little bit loud, but it is hot up in New Hampshire this time. So what do you think, chat? Disqualified or not disqualified for no out of bounds bat? What do you think, DD? Disqualified or is a run validated for no out of bounds bat?
Well, I would give him a chance, but I know Edge is not gonna kill any Tyros, so this is like 2 reasons to disqualify him in the same race.
That's not cool. No Tyro stakes, no out of bounds bat. The only thing that we have to do is see a Warmech kill, and then we still need to see that second Warmech kill.
Well, Warmech kill would make up for the no Tyro kill, but you'd still have to check the validation chest after the Phantom to make up for the out of bound bat. And there you go. I knew it. I just knew it. I'm so disappointed.
RD Platypus, so do you go to air before Sea Shrine? At this point where you're right there, you got a really strong black belt, it would not be out of the question. There is a high density, and it is just an upward climb. It could pay off. I might think about going to it because you don't have the bottle just yet. What do you think, DD, at this point if you're Edge?
Yeah, at this point I would head toward the Mirage Tower right away. I mean, it's right there, and as you said, still no trace of the bottle, so why not? And there are more chests in the Mirage Tower in Sky Castle than there are in the Sea Shrine, so this is the right play.
It's got DD's stamp of approval, so I'm on board with it. DD, you're the expert, and I'm just a cute voice.
If I was the expert, I would still be racing.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm still over here in the corner eating paste, and you're a skilled runner when it comes to this. Chet, what do you think? Do you think Edge is making the right move by going to Mirage then Air, or do you think he's going to come up with blanks? And we get a reset. What I am going to say is the Gentleman Joey strat is not being used when we're going into the tower, as we do find Edge not using that one safe space to the right-hand side of the shadow, because, you know, you're always safe in the shadows.
I'm not familiar with the Gentleman Joey strat. I know about the drum board strat when saving before going to ordeals, then resetting and going into Ice Cave, but I never heard about Gentleman Joey strat.
We'll call it the one of the 43 Gentleman Joey strats, as Gentleman Joey is known for taking advantage of every single safe space out there, which are as soon as you walk in, and using the shadow when it comes to using the shadow of the Mirage Tower to not increase your step counter.
By the way, Edgeworth just found 2 ribbon in the same room on the 2nd floor of Mirage Tower, and Vampire got Thunder. This is gonna make those encounter in the air floor of Temple of Fiend really interesting.
Would you say he's thunderstruck?
Oh boy.
You didn't know what you were getting into, DD, when you said that you were going to cast with me.
Oh, that's fine.
3 ribbons. Will we see a 4th?
I'm gonna bet no. Yeah, he's got 3 ribbons, but yeah, that's right, Files. We did run into some nuke vampires. But still, I mean, he's got 3 ribbons, but 6 vampire casting Thunder can still hurt a lot.
Secret Lady, you come here for the puns, stay for the beautiful voices of us. Try the veal. It's delicious. We'll be here till Saturday. And no, I definitely agree. If those vampires start hitting relatively hard, and with that thunder, it's not going to be a pretty time. So everyone, you're going to see Entroper Zero in here. Give him some love. Show him some love. Without that man, we would not have this Final Fantasy 1 randomizer. So thank you very much, Entroper. I like to point you out and embarrass you as much as possible whenever I see you in here.
I'm guessing Edgeworth is gonna head straight to the 3rd floor and then come back to the 2nd floor if he found nothing. Yeah, exactly.
I don't blame him, because then there's a larger concentration of chest here, and at this point we're really just looking for the crown. And he does have enough warp casts. All right, chat, what do you think? Do you think we're going to see an out-of-bounds bat on Silverside? Spam him if you got him.
Also, you can go ahead and start praying for Warmick. And we saw the out-of-bound bats.
The dream is real, the hype is real. Spam him if you got him. Throw up the OOB. B. The OOBB, yeah, you know me. Alright, chat. The Bridge of Destiny is coming up after he clears out these 6 rooms. What do you think? 1 Warmac, no Warmac, 4 Warmac. What do you got?
I'm hoping for 4, but I feel like it's gonna be either 0 or 1.
I'm going to say, sadly, we're not going to see a Warmac. Adamant found.
Yeah, too bad it's just a beautiful piece of rock. for both those runners.
I hear you pay a lot for a beautiful piece of rock that kind of just puts a chain on your leg for the next rest of your life.
And Kurt goes down.
Entroperd's very close to vanilla adamant. I believe adamant is found on one level up, if I'm correct.
Yeah, adamant is on the... I think this is on the lower left corner of the room. I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is where the adamant usually is.
And Troper, that could be why I'm still not married, is that's my look upon expensive rocks.
Yeah, exactly. I just looked it up, and the adamant is right where Edgeworth just got the opal helmet.
Ooh, we got sylverfyre peeling away and going to Sea Shrine. Let's see if this pays off, because no matter what's going to happen, if this is the Sea Shrine is going to be where the crown is, possibly actually, because there's still the dream of being either in Ordeals or in Marsh Cave, or even Earth Cave now at this point too. Wow.
This would be very good news for Sylverfyre if the crown was actually in the Sea Shrine. It would make up a lot of time.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, those of you watching on Randomizer Mania 2 proudly represents and brings to you the Bridge of Destiny. Spam them if you got them. What do you think if we're going to get a Warmac hype up in this chat?
And no Warmac for Edgeworth. So run invalidated. Meanwhile, Sylverfyre found the opal bracelet and the pro cape like 2 chests apart.
I'm all for talking to those mermaids, and yes, this is going to be a nice find in there in the Sea Shrine for them.
And he found the crown.
So that makes go mode, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it does, unless you really want to find some more ribbons, because Sylverfyre only have 1. Edgeworth got all 3.
Which, the ribbons are found in a relatively easy location for a very high density of chests, which wouldn't be out of the question for to just check anyways. So, Secret Lady 91, what is Go Mode? Go Mode, to give the kind of shorter version of what it is all required items that would stop you, all required items that allow you to finish this game. So that allows you to get the TNT, which opens up the little break to get out of the original starting area. The rod, which allows you to break the 3 1/4 floppy to go down to lower levels of the Earth Cave. The crown, which allows you to get the Mystic Key, which is required to get to go through the Temple of Fiends Revisited. The cube, as well as the floater, as well as the slab. So the cube allows you to get into the floating castle. The slab allows you to get the chime once you see Dr. Un to learn the really old dead language. The floater allows you to get the airship, which allows you to go around and see the rest of the country or world. And Files just does have a lot better, it has something that describes it a lot better than my haphazardness.
And Edgeworth looking through every item shop in the world, trying to find out where he could have forgotten the bottle. But unless I'm wrong, I think we got a vanilla bottle. So now, if you're Sylverfyre, do you look for those 2 other ribbons? And if you do, where do you look? Yeah, it's just trying to find the bottle. And he found it. So right now, would you say Sylverfyre got the lead? I don't know if it's me, but I cannot hear you.
Microphone came unplugged. That better?
Okay, that is working now. So you were saying?
I was saying, I believe that Sylverfyre is a little bit of ahead. If he can get those next 2 ribbons, it will be a lot easier because we're going to have Edgeworth go through and Edgestream go through and be able to check a couple more things, but that crown is on a low level on the mermaid level of the water cave, so they're going to have quick access, and as soon as he finds it, he's going to be running and going.
Oh, when Edgeworth is going down the sea shrine.
Oh no! Edgeworth, turn around! Looks like we got Kraken hitting hard. And Kraken terminated.
Oh, Edge is still ahead. Unless Sylverfyre really rushed toward the end and the Temple of Fame happened to be pretty tame. Otherwise, I feel like Sylverfyre is a little bit ahead.
So now definitely, it's going to be very interesting. We see Sylverfyre going to visit Dr. Un to get the slab translated. We're going to see Edge, because of the level that his black belt's at, kind of rush through Kraken, sorry. And then as soon as he does that, it's going to be go, 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 go. But yeah. I have a feeling we're going to see Sylverfyre checking for those ribbons. Chat, what do you think? What do you think happens next? We have a little bit of love over for Edge.
Sylverfyre not checking the top chest of the Earth Cave. That's fine, Shai. We're gonna tell you if anyone got anything new.
Chai, bring me back an espresso. I could use one at this point too, please. I know it's probably about 5 a.m. About 5 a.m. where you are. No, sorry, 4 a.m. Yes, Silver did get the rod. Silver went and visited the old creepy guy in his cave.
Yeah. Yeah, he made it quick, but he went to get the... Well, I was gonna say he went to grab the old man's rod, but it sounds wrong.
He went to get the paper boy, looking for the good news. Where's that good old beefy muscly arm, paper boy? Da, 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 da. Sorry, Chad, I'm losing my mind.
Okay, seems like Sylverfyre just decided to rush toward the end. He did not even bother to check the vampire chest.
I have a feeling Sylverfyre is just going to be going running at this point.
Yeah, he's gonna go with only one ribbon. Although, if his white mage stay alive, he should be fine. Depending, of course, of what the Temple of Fiend Revisited got in store. And if the white mage die, he can switch the ribbon to his black belt and just try to rush toward the end.
And I have a feeling that's not a bad strategy whatsoever. Just because the black belt's going to be the main damage dealer, and you can get through with kind of protecting the others. But we're going to see Edge get quickly into go mode as soon as he reaches that bottom level. Yes, I desperately need some Tyro killings.
Yeah, so do I.
We hungry, fam, we hungry.
And Sylverfyre lit his third orb, and he's gonna head toward the Mirage Tower. He already got the cube, right?
Yes, because he did visit and we did see the out of bounds bat. Now he's gonna go get the
yeah, that's right, he didn't get the chime. I knew he was missing something. Oh,
Come on.
yes!
Yes! The dream is real! Thank you so much, Silver.
Yes.
You heard.
Run validated. Out of bound bat sighted and Tyro killed.
Sylverfyre, you're the real MVP here. We eat tonight, fam. We eatin' tonight. Tyro steaks for everyone. So how do you like your Tyro steaks, DD?
Well done.
See, I like medium rare, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic in there as well. Then top it with a nice little bit of butter. Just delicious, melts in your mouth.
And now Edgeworth just got into go mode. So they still got, well, one dungeon each before going to Temple of Fiend. Sylverfyre having some troubles with Frostwolf casting Petrifying Poison.
Oh! That is not a pretty sight to see. The Rurus are not being nice. Yeah, we're gonna see Edge here possibly pull a little bit of head as Earth Cave is a lot faster of a dungeon, as well as being able to have that high level black belt do a lot of damage very fast.
Yeah. But it's still a race. As things are right now, this is still a race.
Oh no, definitely it is. And Temple of Fiends Revisited is the great equalizer.
Of course, Edge got the advantage because, as Files just said in the chat, his black belt is higher level, he's got 3 ribbons, but only a little bit of luck from Sylverfyre and he can still win this.
I think I wouldn't be surprised to see Sylverfyre leave his white mage petrified so he can get past some of the fiends, because remember, if they cast nuke, we still haven't seen a nuke or a nuclear.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I think that's a really valid strategy.
Everyone say hi, Vampire.
Still, Vampire showing his teeth before dying.
Everyone say bye, Vampire.
Meanwhile, Sylverfyre got 4 of them.
And it looks like Edge is going to skip the ribbons. So we're going straight to Tiamat. These two are neck and neck. Who do you give the advantage to, DD?
As I said earlier, I have to give the advantage to Edgeworth simply because he's got 2 more ribbons and like 10 more level on his black belt. But still, only a little luck and Sylverfyre can still win this.
We have a stun lock with Toxic.
Oh boy. And he got away. Once again, Chimeras with Toxic are going to be really interesting in Temple of Fiend Revisited.
It will be very interesting to see. And now we're seeing the crown chase where we're going to see Edge turn the crown into a creepy person, to a creepy green-haired dude on a throne. All right, chat. You know what this is. It's the Bridge of Destiny. Throw some love out there. Throw some hope out there for our favorite person, for our favorite enemy in this game, Hormek.
Petrifying red hydras. Wow. Not even halfway onto the Bridge of Destiny, and Sylverfyre is already at his 4th or 5th encounter. But looked like the second half was much easier for him.
Definitely does. Looks like the Warmack is not going to be seen So pour one out for our boy Warmech. Best class is the thief class.
Yeah, sure.
They turn into the ninjas. Everyone loves ninjas.
Well, right now they turn into nothing.
Well, that may be true.
Another Tyro kill.
There we go. 2 Tyro steaks, multiple Tyro steaks. We eating good tonight.
Another one.
3
Alright.
Tyros. And Sylverfyre just has the biggest grin right now. This is awesome.
3 Tyro steak and some wyvern as an entry.
So, Mr. Kelly, what is the thing about the Tyros? There's a little bit of a discussion between saving Tyros and killing Tyros in this community. There are some who believe that the delicious red meat created by Tyros is not right to consume. And then there are others who believe that the delicious red meat created by the Tyros is wonderful.
Basically, there are people thinking Tyros are delicious and should be killed for steaks, and there are people who are wrong.
So the Tyro ran away. It's only a Tyro count of 2.
Ah.
A Tyro would try to eat you if you encountered them, so you must eat the Tyro before they can eat you. Darwinism. Survival of the fittest. Entroper, is there any way that we can give a bonus for the Tyros?
So are we gonna see one of the Fiend casting some nuke?
I would say the odds are going to have it. We have not seen nuke yet. Could that mean that we're going to see chaos with nuke in nuclear, as well as Cure 4?
Ooh, big hit on Kurt. And big hit on Carrie.
Worf just said, not today.
And Edgeworth getting into the worst floor of the entire game. Especially when Fate cannot kill water in one shot. Sorry, you were saying?
I was going to say, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think we're going to see a double nuke with nuclear on one of these feeds, or do you think between Tiamat 2, Kraken 2, and Chaos, or do you think that those spells were rolled into Warmech?
Pretty hard to tell, but I feel the odds are pretty much against one boss getting both nuke and nuclear. But anyway, I don't feel like we're gonna see much of it on, at least on Edgeworth's side. I mean, I don't think any of the bosses are gonna get the chance to cast 3 spells at all, so... And there goes Kraken, without even casting 1. I mean, I feel like if... Oh, Blaze Tiamat though. Not as threatening, but still. Right now I feel like the only way Sylverfyre could stand a chance if... Pretty much only if Edgeworth get ambushed by a bunch of vampire that just thunder him to death.
Either that, Bane, something bad happening with Chaos. But I think you're right. I think this is Edgeworth's RNG to lose. And you never really know. 255 defense could happen for Chaos.
Yeah, it could, but still, Worth would still punch him pretty hard. I mean, what level is he right now? 46, 47? And near are the vampire, but the ambush came from the wrong side.
We got Zap taking down the thief.
Ooh, 2100 on carry, on chaos, and there he goes.
GG to Edge. And his SRL time was 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 23 seconds. We had someone guessing in chat 127.30. Wow, you were off by 7 seconds. Artea.
Sylverfyre heading toward carry. Still put on a really good race. No major mistakes at all.
No, definitely. That's an awesome time. And let's hope Edgeworth joins us in here for a post-race interview. It looks like Ace is down low. Hopefully he gets healed up. And encountering the waters. So chat, get your questions ready for Edge, for when Edge hopefully joins us in the chat room. And that is going to send Edgeworth to facing Files and going to send Sylverfyre down to the Garland bracket.
If I'm right, I think Sylverfyre is gonna go against Artea.
You are 100% correct. Sylverfyre is going to be going against Artea.
This is gonna be really interesting on both sides.
And I'm trying to get a catch at what level the black belt is at for Sylverfyre. But was not able to catch it. I'm guessing probably high 30s with the amount of health that he has. Hello, hello, hello. Is this Edgeworth?
This is. Hello.
Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
So, do tell Chad a little bit about that run. What did you like? What did you like, and what was your favorite part about that?
My favorite part was forgetting where the bottle was because of the fact that I checked Oasis in a run earlier in the day, and it confused me. I was like, no, I checked Oasis. It can't possibly be there. So we had to go through all of that again. And I think that cost me a couple minutes. Felt pretty good about the volcano grind once it started, but people were dropping earlier than I usually like to see them, and made me level up a little more than I normally do, just to make it safer. I hadn't seen what Wiz Ogres had. I hadn't seen what Cerebus had. So I just wanted to make sure that if they had something terrible, that I at least had a pretty high magic resist stat.
Did you consider grinding on the eye when you noticed that?
No, I usually, depending on whether I go to Ice or Volcano first, that's usually the place where I'm going to do the level grind, because the benefits of the level grind when you go that high, they carry throughout the rest of the game. It's less noticeable in round 2 flags because the morale sliders aren't as high, but you could get enemies in Temple of Fiends Revisited running away if you do 300% and up flags, and I think that's worth it.
Okay. And I just want to point out that we just learned that Chaos had nuke.
Ouch.
And twice.
Well, back-to-back nukes?
Nuke, Bane, and then another nuke.
What?
Sad music.
And Sylverfyre just wiped on Chaos.
Sylverfyre.
What?
Wow. I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Yeah, that was nuke, fire tree, Bane, nuke.
Don't forget the zap, which killed both mages so fast and Wall never went off.
Yeah, that
Ouch.
was a nasty chaos.
That was really brutal. Too bad, because that was a really sick race up until then.
Shy, you switched tabs on accident. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I think it was nuke, bane, nuke, zap, fire 3, fire 3. Yeah, no, not a pretty one.
Zap, nuke, fire 3, bane, nuke.
As soon as I saw
Wow.
the zap, I'm just like, please don't go through the ribbon.
Well, the zap
Not
didn't
again.
go through the ribbon. The ribbon was on the black belt, of course.
Yeah.
I didn't have another ribbon. I was casting wall. Wall didn't resolve.
Yeah, just so you know, there were 2 ribbon on the second floor of Mirage Tower.
I knew that I had to just pull out the stops against Edge because I'm not gonna win by dilly-dallying around.
Yeah,
He's
that's
too good.
what
I
we...
don't have that time to afford. So I was like, I've got 1 ribbon. I am going. And I mean, I had wall, so like, there's a reasonable chance that like wall resolves there, and then it's like, okay, that's fine. Or that zap just doesn't hit the white mage or the black mage or somebody's. Because if either one of the mages was alive there, then I can just toss I either have the fast up or I toss a cure 4 to heal up after some of that damage.
Yeah, no.
By the way,
pretty...
Edge, there's File in the chat asking if you're worried about losing to Cheese Strat from him.
So if he's gonna do cheese strats, then I might as well just do cheese strats too and count on execution carrying me. So little mind games with you, Files. Am I gonna do ordeals too just because you do it?
I won't say that I was pretty hopeful when I was like on the Kraken floor and Edge had not done yet. I was like, can I actually pull this off? I'm a little disappointed that I didn't even get to finish.
That was so close.
It definitely was for a while. You were in go mode first, but it was the power leveling on the black belt that
Did
Edge...
he go to 40 instead of 30?
Yeah, he stopped at 42.
Okay, yeah.
But you did Sea Shrine first, he did Floating Castle, so you got the crown before he did.
Mm-hmm.
But that was still really close.
I don't know, I feel like the grinding was like just that little bit of obnoxious with the red dragon having slow that I decided to just cut it when I did.
Yeah, you did not grind on the same monster.
What did Edge grind on? Eye or something?
Agama.
Agama with cremate? I decided that would cost too many heal potions.
I left characters alive long enough to until the black belt was able to one-shot the Agama reliably.
Yeah, I guess.
So yeah, I passed the white shirt or the black shirt down to the white mage, and then
Yeah, my black belt was actually, for a little while I was like hitting with Masamune on the thief and black shirt on the black belt before he was high enough level to like actually hit things. And then at like 20 I just threw the Masamune on the black belt because he's still stronger at that point than punching. And I just killed off the thief at that point, and he could usually 2-shot the red dragon. He would 1-shot it if he actually hit all of the hits, but they had pretty low health. It was only like 200 health. And it basically took no damage, which was nice. But I think that maybe it wasn't a very fast grinding spot, even though it was really safe. Because the spell list was like slow, X for fast, fire 2.
oh jeez.
But the slow is really
So, yes.
obnoxious when it hit. And I was like, well, I guess I'll finish it off with black shirt.
No, it definitely seemed like the red dragon was a lot easier to go through. By the way, chat, do give sylverfyre and Edgeworth a follow. They do bust their tail, run a lot of randomizers. Also, do join us on our Discord. Show some love for Dilesia, as he is up at 4 a.m. his time, going through, running the tracker. Give some love to DD as well. Follow Randomizer Mania. Definitely Thank you, Randomizer Mania, for allowing us to use your chat. So we had Sylverfyre. We just spoke with Edge about facing. Think about the Hat Master Artea as your next Garland.
Oh, I'm going to show him that hats are not superior.
And by the way, thank you for the Tyro steaks. We eating good tonight.
Mm-hmm. I figure if I'm going to beat Edge, I have to beat Edge by beating Edge, right?
Oh yeah, you actually beat it twice. You got the Tyro stakes and the out of
If I beat him
bat.
twice, then we're now even in record, right? He beat me twice, and I've beaten him twice.
We saw the out of bounds bat. We saw the Tyro steak, salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic. We're good there.
And then I forgot to tent after one of them, and I ran into a Zombo fight that cost me more time than the Tyro fight did. And I was like, but I can't rewind to the Tyro fight.
Mhm. Well, I mean, if he's dead, he's dead. It's right if you reset afterward. He's still dead in my book.
Still counts. So for those who are wondering what's up next on Randomizer Mania, it looks like the schedule is done for the day. We were the last thing on here, but we do know that there will be some other to the past running on Randomizer Mania sister channels. Do check that out, as well as show Randomizer Mania some love. It is still September, so if you're looking at throwing some love for half price sub someplace, don't go to Subway. Throw it to Randomizers Mania's way. Guys, what is some takeaway? What's some advice that you can give our runners that are looking at joining?
Just join the Discord and get in on some of these runs. The best way to learn is to, watch a couple of the runners and then jump in when you feel comfortable. And we have races all the time, and we're happy to give advice to new players.
Yeah, as we said earlier, there's even a channel on the Discord dedicated only to help new players, so there's nothing to lose.
So, Fire, any last words?
Actually, what did you guys think of the route I took after opening up the canal with the TNT?
Which was going south. I like
coming around to Elfland from the south side, and then going the rest of the way east to get to Crescent instead of going around the world to the left.
I know it's a little bit faster if you're looking to do it that way. Go directly south when you're going from Matoyas to get everything there. I'm personally go west because it's just a straight line shot. But again,
then
I was knocked out in 3 matches.
When are you going to grab the Elfland stuff then?
I typically go directly south after I will go and check Elfland last. Or I would have gone north to Matoya's Cave, would have gotten the TNT. Again, I'm by no means an expert with this. I lost my matches 3 straight in a row, so it's just the habit that I formed. But I typically try to get it before I leave that area.
I figured it was
so do I,
the same, but I haven't actually done the tile counting to see if it's fewer tiles one way or the other.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I usually do just like Joker said, I just head west, and if I don't need to go toward Elfland, I will still make the detour before going to the Dwarf Cave, but the routing you used is really interesting. I'm gonna have to check it out.
I know that it's faster if you get the TNT in the Dwarf Cave, assuming that you go, because you want to go to the Dwarf Cave to check if TNT's there before you go to Elfland. so that you don't have to like go all the way back north from Elfland just to check if TNT's in Dwarf Cave before going to Marsh. But I didn't check to see if it also worked well for the Matoya's Cave TNT location or Temple of Fiends. But I figured I'd go with it anyway to like show it off because it's still pretty good.
It's interesting.
Certainly not a lot of excessive pathing.
I think it would be better if Ordeals is incentivized because then you're pretty close to that too.
But you can't. You'd still have to go to Crescent to get Canoe before you can go to Ordeals.
Yeah. But
although I guess if that's the case, if Ordeals is incentivized, then you could like go to Crescent first and then go south to Elfland for the first time, and then go south from Elfland to Ordeals.
Yeah, interesting possibilities.
Anyway, thanks for the run.
Yeah, good game.
Chaos is a jerk. Who gave him both nukes?
Yeah, seriously.
Don't watch the restream. I might have commentated cursed you. Sorry.
It's your fault, huh?
Your
fault.
I'll
to
take
be fair, I tried really hard to undo this curse, but not hard enough.
Yeah, I blame myself. Well, thank you for watching. We do appreciate it. Do give our runners a follow and have a wonderful evening, everyone.
Yep. GG. Good luck in the tournament, Edge. I've got you pegged to win it, so.
Hooray.
We're still not done yet, Silver.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm not done yet.
Artea.
I'm gonna do my best against Artea. I think
good.
that this will not feel as impossible as beating Edge, but it's still gonna be a challenge.
Well, good luck to you both for the remaining of the tournament, and thanks everyone for watching.